Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hope you're doing good. See if I can get this thing going. There we go. Let me check a few things. Make sure the levels look good. They do. Audio's working. Alright, let's rock and roll. So this is what I want to do. I've been thinking about this since Sunday. So we've got these two drum ports. Pulling the quartz from over here. And I figured out last time that to get the flow rate that I'm going to need, it says 837. That's weird. I'm going to need at least, to get the 780 belt fed quartz from up here is taking 3 drum ports, and I've got 2 drum ports for this, so I've got 5 total for these, pulling all this stuff in. And math wise, I'm thinking, so we know we've got a 780 below this, a 600 and a 300. I'm thinking, and if I can get at a bare minimum, I mean, call it 725 from one of them, and like 550 from the other. That leaves me, I mean, we're right at 29, no, we'll call it 2955. I only need 4120 total for my entire factory. 2955. So that's 1156. There are, pop it open. We've got 2 pure nodes down here that is currently our setup for making our quartz, right? Let's go get those. I want to go get those. I want to put drum ports on those. I want to drone those over. That should put us over the top to fill these fill this train station. So if I've got 2 nodes over there, I know I'm going to need 2 more drone ports, right? So let's get those down. Let's go ahead and run power to them. Let's label them first. What do we want to label these? Pave quartz number 1. What do we call these? Train. Let's do that so we know that this is the train side. Yeah, I like that. And then train quartz number 2, right? We'll name this other one number 2. Okay. Let's run some power. We need to find the power. Somewhere underneath there is power. Yep. Let's get him centered up. Up there. Whoa, too far. Same thing on this one. It's about perfect. Alright, then let's go ahead and build. Let's build 2 more of these guys. in the right spot. Okay, let's just get these ran over so that once we get the other side done, we can kick these on and kind of start pressure testing them. Okay, this will satisfy this side of it. Okay, what are we getting through here? 776 and 545. I was hoping for 550, so I'll take that, but that's got to saturate a little bit. So let's shoot over to that quartz over there. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to unbuild our quartz production so that we can use the raw quartz, but at this point, I mean, we're at the point that we need to do that anyway, right? So it's not the end of the world, and I think I've got so much built up that it's not even gonna make it, you know, we're not going to run out of it before I get the, you know, the quartz tower over here up and running. Just if I can remember my way over here. This has got to be it. Oh, there's a slug. Well, how I missed you. Yep. All right, here we go. This is exactly where we want to be. All right, yeah, so here's all of the quartz I've been building up. So let's get rid of all this. We don't need this anymore. None of it. Gone. And we only need, yeah, let's just leave nothing but the containers. Let's see, you don't even have a dimensional depot on you. Alright, how we want to do this. So I only need 780 out of these. I can get away with Mark IIs, can I? On a pure? Let's just check it real quick. No, I can't. I can only get 600. They gotta be Mark IIIs. That's fine. Alright, which direction do we want to come out of here? Probably through this little corridor right here. So we can face these things. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can face them any direction. 780 out of this. No more, no less. Paste. Let's get our little mining house blueprint. I don't want to be in blueprint mode default. How close is that? It's pretty close. Go back a tick. And that works for that one. And then oh, that's spot on. Built. Oops. Gently. What are you doing? I don't want straight mode. Default. That's why it's not working. Oh, a little bit of copper. We'll take that. So the hopes are this will get us exactly where we need to be, right? To fill those trains to their maximum potential, that may be the only train station we actually are going to need. Whether that's going to be the case, you know, it's TBD, right? Go off the backside there. We don't really do. Let's pick up this wood and get it out of the way. Okay. Quartz. Raw quartz. Let's see, raw quartz. 780 per minute. Oops. There we go. Copy. Paste. All right, we need to figure out where. Get all this stuff out of the way. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna put our drones, because we're gonna need 6. 6, 7 of them. Yeah, 7 of them, because we're gonna need to bring in some fuel. Which means I probably need to go to the pyramid. Uh-huh. I'm gonna need to go to the pyramid. I need to put another fueling port over there. Since I can only pick up one per. Okay, where do we want to put these drones? Got a truck driving through here to get to the coal over there temporarily. This coal over here is part of our temporary aluminum build. I mean, we can utilize this space over here, right? Let's see here. Foundations. Kinda want this on the grid. Not sure if that's gonna be something that's gonna be doable though. Potentially. Let's see. Should be able to make this work. Let's see. Transportation. Drone. No. Drone port. Oops. Okay, we got one drone port here. This will bring our fuel in. And how do we want to arrange? Let's put the tree down on me. Much space. Ooh. Why is that not wanting to cooperate? It'll cooperate. I mean, this tree's got to go. This tree's got to go. could leave that tree, make it part of the structure once we're done. Okay, and then we just rinse and repeat here, right? How much do we want to put in between them? I mean, enough that they're not like just running into each other, right? Yeah, I can handle that. Now we probably want to do the fueling elevated, right? Actually, we want these to be... any overflow. These don't need to be marked 5s, do they? I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. It literally hurts 0. Perfect. So this will be our fueling one. Let's name this Cave Quartz Refueling. What did I name the other one? All boards. I just named it Quartz Fuel Receiving. This is fine. We can label it this. And then these are going to need to be Cave Quartz number 1. We'll just label these 1 through 6. And then we can just, the first 3 go to 1 and the paste 3. Alright, come on. 4. Being finicky this morning. 5. 6. How much room did I leave over here? 1. Let's leave 1 over here. want to keep it consistent. Would help if I hit the right key. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and do our output, our inputs here. Any overflow? All right, and power. Get out of the trees. Get out of the trees. Get out of the trees. Why is that doing that? That is super weird. It's gonna make me manually place the damn thing. Huh. I guess so. Oh well, we're gonna call that good. Close enough for government work. They're being really finicky. We need to be on this side, right? Where am I at? Right here. I mean, that's close enough. No, we want this one connected to here. There or there? There. This is being really, really weird. I don't know why it's... There's not 4... That was weird. Let's see where this one's at. Way off. We're going to say that's good. It's definitely not good. What is going on? Why are these cables being so weird today? All right. That one we're calling good. All right, where are we going to run the power from? Right here. I probably want this to look a little bit better. How about we do this? Let's go run our outputs towards the platform. How do we want to do this? Is it the same height? Please tell me they're the same. They're not at the same height, but they're just one off. Okay, so let's do a 2 ramp. What's that going to give us? That is a fairly decent height. Don't mind that one bit. And then we can do a 1. Where the hell are the ramps? They're there. Oh no, we would have to do 3, wouldn't we? That should be the same height. It is, and I don't care about them lining up very evenly because they're getting combined. So I'm fine with that. However, let's clean that up. If I can. And then we're gonna put, let's do like we've been doing on the other ones. There we go. Okay, so we can bring this out, get to this drum port. Where do we want to come through? Here? Probably just want to skirt right along here. gonna have to go up again. Ooh, not enough. One more. Yeah, let's just follow this out. I mean, I would prefer... we don't need that. We don't need that. I'm just gonna clean this stuff up as I go. Otherwise, I'll forget to do it and regret it. I did not go... Oh, gotta be on the zoop. That would help. Alright, we can also run the power along this, right? I mean, we're gonna decorate this. It's not gonna stay as this plain platform, but I'm kind of curious. What if we do... Do we need to jump up again? It's not really ideal. Come back a little. Alright, so how do we want to bring these in? And close these up. Alright, do we want to just bring them and skirt them right through here? It wouldn't be a horrendous idea. I mean, otherwise you're feeding them further under there. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Oops. Please tell me that's aligned. How is that not aligned? That's super irritating. Let's see here. Well, we're gonna make it aligned. How's that sound? I say we're gonna make it aligned. We're going to make an attempt to make it aligned. That's still not the right height. There. Never know the difference, right? I bet if we just did that number, yeah, you'll never even know it's there. No vertical. Zoop, please. All right, how do we want to run the power? Just simply along the edge here? That's not in the right spot. Can we get this in the right spot? We'll fix it on the other end. How about that? Can't see. That's the one problem with this black. Makes it extremely difficult to make anything out. Can I do that? I can do that. I mean, am I going overkill? 1000%. But I don't mind. Dun, 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 dun. Do a little housekeeping here. Okay, we can get power back there. We can delete these. Delete you. And then I deleted my access point for this, didn't I? Sure did. Okay, we can certainly, like I said, make that look cleaner. Let's all have power now. Okay, let's run these up here and see how this looks. Be a little hidden. I wonder if that'll actually... Yeah, you're not gonna see it. What about here? We'll see this one. There. There. Alright, we just need to run these back. And since I'm over here, we're going to get rid of the feet, because we don't want the feet. And we're already doing the frickin' shimmy on the belts when you switch between the straight and the curve and the default. Ah, it's so annoying. It looks like the looks like this is going to work fairly well. I'm a little concerned about getting the fuel over here. We need to go back to the pyramid and set up another drone. I don't remember if I have enough room for that or not. there's that one. And there's that one. Okay, it's literally power and put the drones in. Someone just whacked my mic bad. Sorry about that. Got aggressive going for my coffee. I think we're done. We are done. Okay, we gotta go to the pyramid. Let's ride a train. Alright, I think I still have some of those. I do. I set up these temporary stations to pressure test this train network. So we'll just go to one of those. We are inching ever so closely to being able to turn this thing on. I mean, the key is going to be making sure this is getting the proper flow, this quartz that we've got over here. Like I said, I know we're going to be short on the limestone, and we can figure that out later. What are you doing? Why are you going this way? Oh, did I pick a bottom platform? This was their... Yep, this was the path that it decided to go. Okay. If I'd have picked a top, he'd have stayed up there. That makes sense. I really don't need these anymore either, so eventually we can just delete them. Again, they were for testing only. Okay, let's go and see if we've got enough room for another fueling drone port. I would imagine we would. Yeah, we got room. One, two, three. How many does this take up? 1, 2, 3. So we need to go 4. No. What do you... Thank you. Go ahead and get our aesthetics knocked out while we're here. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Logistics, 4 holes. So we need to fuel this guy. And put stuff in him. There we go. This is going to be a factory. Quartz. Okay, we need power. Have to uncover the power. Where's the power? Oh, for crying out loud. There it is. Close enough for government work. Okay, we need to... Can I make this a smart splitter? It's just a regular splitter. Probably make this a smart splitter, yeah. Any overflow? Any? fit something. I mean, this is not pretty. This is the exact opposite of pretty. What do I have this as? This needs to be any, and this needs to be none. Yeah. Okay. Let's fill this in. Done. Dunsky. What you got? All right, you're gonna go to Quartz Cave refueling. Go, sir. All right, now we need to get back over there. Can you ride the drones? I've never tried. I don't know if I want to try it right now. Let's swing by the station and see how we're doing saturating these. First two. 780. So three work out perfectly. 544. I mean, I'll take it. If we can get over, you know, over 700 for these two, I'll consider it a win. Chat seems a little dead this morning. Guess everybody's asleep or half asleep. Not that I mind. I'll take the views regardless. All right, we should have some fuel landing here in a minute. Yes? No? Where are you? Where am I? Oh, he's already landing. Boom. Okay, let's fill these with fuel. I'm gonna turn, before I put the drones on, I'm gonna turn these guys on and let them start filling. Omaha, first time watching and I have my main save, but some of the things I'm seeing make me want to restart. But yes, have a sleep, yeah. No, don't restart. Definitely don't restart. You can tear down and rebuild, but don't start brand new. The beginning part is a pain in the ass part when you got to do all the exploring and stuff. I'm 500 hours into this save, so the stuff you're seeing is taking me a minute, right? There's, you saw, I guess, I don't know when you were in here, but no, not max power. So this is a power plant. This is 100 megawatt, 100,000 megawatt. So what is that? 100 gigawatt? Whatever. 100,000 megawatt power plant. This is just my starter factory that, you know, just at the beginning of the game, right? What I'm currently working on is this thing, which is like a ingot tower. It's going to make all the ingots for everything I need in the world. So the plan is I have a whole bunch of little spot factories around. I'm gonna build another base factory. We're gonna have like a computers factory, heavy modular frame factory, electronics, turbo motor, you know, just all those. And I did a lot of planning. This is over a year, like I've been playing this save on some spreadsheets, and basically I calculated all the ingots that I thought I was gonna need to do all that. So this is what I've been building for the past 250 hours of game time, right? And I'm in the process of, well, let's pop the map back open. So this tower here is the quartz tower. This is the concrete tower, and this is the silica tower. So all three of these use quartz and limestone. So I spent the last couple of streams, all of this is grabbing all of the limestone from the grassy fields. I haven't started putting it in yet, right? I need to turn all these things on, but that's grabbing all that. And then now I'm working on quartz. And there's 3 nodes underneath here that I've got miners on. I've got drones running to these 2 nodes. And now I'm working on these 2 nodes over here. Which I think these 2 nodes, plus these 2 nodes, plus these 3 nodes, that'll be all the raw quartz that I need for the entirety of this. I think, if my math's right. My limestone, I'm a little off. I need like 8,000 and something per minute. And I'm getting like 6240 out of the green fields. So I need another almost 2,000 limestone from somewhere else. All right, so we're gonna start setting these off. Or are we? I think we need to let them fill up. Let's let them fill up. We have okay, the drone's coming back with some more fuel. Yeah, let's let these saturate a little bit, and then we can throw the drones on them. I guess, well, either way, I mean, it'll space them out, right? You got 200 hours in yours? I mean, that's nothing to shake a stick at, man. Put the drones on. And then let's fire them up. All right, so you're going to train Cave Quartz 1. You're going to train cave Quartz 2. You're going to 1. You're going to 2. 1. And 2. Okay. Man, trains. So I've got trains, and it's been a royal pain in the ass. Royal. I've never really used. This is the furthest. This playthrough is the furthest I've kind of really ever gotten because I always start over. So like this is the first time I've played with drones and trains, and the trains are just eating my lunch. The throughput calculations, the signaling, it's just a pain in the ass is what it is. He already took off. They took off with nothing on them? I guess so. Alright, these guys should all be... Oh yeah, look at them all zooming over there. Where's he going? Oh, I bet he's the refueling one. Yeah, he's got to be the refueling one. Okay, so this is working. Let's go back over to that train station. I think we just need to sit there for a minute and watch it. Watch it and watch the numbers and see what we get. I'm not expecting a full 780 out of 3 stations because of the distance. But if, like I said, if I'm over 700, I'll take it all day long. Is that a drone on its way back? Sure is. All right, yeah, we just gotta let this run for a bit. That's all there is to it, and see what kind of numbers we're getting. So this one, 760, 543, 760 plus 540. Oops, 543. We don't probably have any good numbers on these yet, do we? No. Yeah, those got to run a minute. And then we know we have a 780 below us, a 600, and a 300. So that's 2983. And like I said, we needed 4200. So I need 1217. We need to get 608 out of each one of these, and we'll have enough. We should, in theory, have enough. 218 hasn't really populated yet. $780, $780. He's circling around? I thought they usually circle around with... Oh, there they are. They are circling around. Where are you going? The other one's heading back. Oh, those ones came empty. I forgot about that. This may take a minute. Which is to be expected. I might take a little break here and refill my coffee. But yeah, so if we can get the throughput on these 4 plus these 3 down here, I'll figure out how they need to be dumped into here. I mean, we'll have 40. That's 780 times 4. Yeah, I'll need 780 times 8. Definitely don't have 6240. 8. Could do multiple 480 lines and just do some overflow systems. How do you not have anything? Oh, I caught a mid animation. Is he going to drop them in there before it runs out? Yes. Nice. What about this one? Yes, also. Okay. Alright, well, let's let this run for a minute. I'll go fill up my coffee. Maybe hit the bathroom, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna leave it here. Actually, why don't we do this? Y'all can watch the drones. 30 seconds? Sure. There we go. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back. Let's see where we're at. 777, 546, 620, 646. Those are the numbers we need. $646 and 620. 646, 620 plus 777. Let's just call it 770 plus 780 plus 600 plus 300. 4262. We need 4200. Perfect. So this is going to work. Call it 4200 divided by 8. 525. So I really just need to split these up into 780 lines. Just equally distributed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 7. How do we want to do that? Because I want them equally distributed. So we're going to have to do a little load balancing. What is going to be the best way to do that? Let's bring these up. $780. What's this one? 300, and this one's 600. Yeah. Now let's not bring those up yet. Let's figure out how we're going to balance this. I don't want one platform having more than another. Can we do a 7 to 8 splitter? We could do a 7 to 8 load balancer, but how do we do that? We could do... But they're all not going to be the same. Alright, I need to get my brain thinking properly here. We have 7 lines coming in, but they're at different rates. What was it? 4,200 divided by 8. 525. You could do 480 plus 60. You could do 540 per line. And we'd almost get there. See, these keep going up too. So what would 540 be? You need to get a Mark 4 and a Mark 1 combined. Actually, this is going to be, you're going to Mark 5 coming in, right? Mark 4. Yeah, we'll just have to do them each individually. Merger. Okay, that would give us 540, right? So any overflow. Then you've got 780 minus 40 minus 60. So you get 240 coming out this way. You're not necessarily gonna have, but see, that's the problem. You're not gonna have the same amount since these are not consistent 780 belts. So that may not work. Well, what you could do is, how much would all of your, okay, if you did that, if you did 540, you would have 1, 2, you'd have 6 of them. So it's 3240. So the ones underneath us are guaranteed low rates. 780 plus 600 plus 300 minus 540 minus 540 minus 540. You could get 3 540s. You could fill 3 lifts and have a 60 left over. So that's what we want to do. Let's come under here. Okay, we're gonna have a Mark 5. Mark 5 and a Mark 4. So this is 780, this is 600, this is 300. So the quick and dirty for this, actually, let's turn this sucker this way. Yeah. Okay, so we need a smart splitter. And a merger. Any overflow. All right, there's 1,540. Okay, that's 2 540s. Trying to give myself enough room to do all this. 600 minus 540. That's a 60. This is 300. This just needs to be combined with this 240. We got clipping. Okay, now we don't have clipping. So this is going to be a 540. And then we've got a 60 coming from here. Okay, I don't mind this setup. So those are guarantees. Now you got this guy who's dang near 780 himself. So we could literally do the same thing here. What are we doing? Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be as consistent. I mean, that's definitely going to give you 540. 777 minus 237. Mark 3, not Mark 4. I did do Mark 3. Okay. So this would be 270. I guess you can combine it with this one. So we're almost 300 at this point. Why is that off? Or is it just me? Didn't that look off? That's definitely not centered. All right, what are you spitting out? You're like right at 540. I mean, I think we can literally... Oh crap, this was this one over here. Oy vey. I don't know if I did the right one. Any overflow. Oops. Is that gonna work? I don't know if that's gonna work. Without clipping, it's gonna clip. Let's just put it there. Any overflow. All right, this actually goes on this side. Will you reach? You will not reach. Okay, and this was Mark 3. You turkey. I don't want that. Okay, and then we said this is going to be straight up. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 540s. That's not in the right spot. Okay, what are you doing? You're doing 657. So let's call them 650. I gotta pull off 110. It'd be better if I pulled off 120. Wouldn't it? They just need a little bit more throughput. I mean, it's gonna be close. Yeah, I think we do the same thing. So if I did that, then I would get, we said that's almost 300. 300 plus 120 plus 120 is 540. Killing me on the alignments today. And then we just need to do literally the same exact thing right here. No, I don't want you to grab that. We need to start feeding these. Do I want to test these, or do I want to just trust my math? It's a very good question. You gonna reach? Ooh, you do reach. Beautiful. Make this work? No. Why would you think you can make that work? That's not going to work either. Well, you're a little bit of a predicament here. No, you're not. We can do this. And then we need to combine you. Mark 2. 300 plus 120 is what, 4? 420, so that's Mark 4. That should do it. So what we probably ought to do is test this. Or not. I kind of want to keep this running and be able to flip a switch. So what do we need to do? So we need to connect these guys. To sinks. We need to do any overflow. Any overflow. Okay, that'll solve those two. Where are they coming from? So I need to hook up the bottoms. I kind of need to do this on all of these. I mean, this is a mess, but it'll get us what we need, right? You don't like that spot, do you? There. And then we can just delete these, right? Okay, we should be able to flip these. Is that going to reach? Is that going to connect? If I do that, it will. Shit. No, 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 no. Frickin' hell. I don't want those going yet. What? Good idea to shove those in there early, right? I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I want to check the flow rate. Should be Mark 5 right there, shouldn't it? No. I don't have some very consistent numbers yet. We need to bring the other ones up, is what we need to do. So let's work on that. Oh, come on. Thank you. That's not the same height. They're not. Bummer. Okay, I'll take that. I'm not worried about making that 2-2. Alright, which one was 600? This guy. Center. Yes. Okay. Let's get the 300, which is a Mark what for? He's going to kind of come in from this angle. Oops. Why can't you nudge? Alright, we gotta squeeze through here. We could probably run this on the ground. I mean, why not, right? I don't have a problem with that. There we go. That looks good. Okay, and then last one. Where do we want to bring him in? Here? We can probably do the same thing, right? Where's the barrier? There it is. It's close enough for government work. Alright, let's get some of these leaves out of the way. We can't sneak him down here. Where am I going? Let me go through here. Okay. Perfect. Power. How do we want to run the power? Alright, connect those up inside. Yeah, I did. I don't know why that was showing 0. I guess because the outside. You gonna reach across here? Of course not. Okay, let's just bury a power pole in here. How about that? Bury one in there. Sneak one around the backside so you can't see it. I've got power here, yeah. Ooh. I bet I can get down there. Let's see. What are the odds? We can make that go away. We can hide that. Okay, running. 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 Alright, we should start seeing, yep. Okay, now we got everything going. We should be... Why are you at 680? It's going to average out to 540. Okay, that's fine. So this one's going to be a little higher. $540. That one's $540. Why are you higher? Should not be that high. Actually, that's gonna be a problem. These are gonna be 6. These are gonna be the higher rate. Dang it! I didn't think about that. Because what I got going on here is I'm putting 780 in and only taking 120 out. So these are gonna be 660s. I have the same setup. So what would I need to do? Two 120s. This is what I would need to do. Oh, you son of a... Thought I had it lined up perfectly. Oh my God. Are you serious? Freaking 5th time's a charm. Alright, take 17. Okay, now we should be 540. Where are you going? You're going here. Alright, let's watch that one. But you're probably jam-packed. Yes, you are. It's fine. It's bound to happen anyway. $540, $540, $540. He's gonna average to $540. $553, $549. Should be coming down. Yeah, $540, $540. What are you? Why aren't you? Oh God, I did it again. So I guess that train's taking some over there. I'm curious if we have any quartz made. Alright, I need to do the same thing here as I did right here. but I don't have a ton of room. We're gonna have to just go the other direction. What's up, Orbital? How are you this morning? Or this evening? I always forget what it is for you. Okay, that should put this one at 540. 540, call it close enough to 540. 540, 540, 540. He's gonna average out to 540. Okay, we just need to see if this guy, yeah, this one. We need to see if this one will get up to 540, and then we'll essentially have had it. It is at 540. Perfect. We need to pull a few of him out of here. Because I kind of just want it. Okay, this is exactly what I want. All right, so we're sticking 540 into oh, hello drone, into each into each belt. So that's what, 540 times 2, 1080. It's 4,300, and we need 4,200. So this will supply everything. It's perfect. So let's jump on this train. We're gonna ride him back. Your day off? Beautiful. It's not my day off. I've got to go to work here in a bit. I say in a bit, it's what? It's 4 o'clock my time. So I probably got another hour and a half worth of streaming before I need to take a shower, get kids up, and all that fun stuff. I'm really curious, since we accidentally, since I accidentally put some quartz in that those two platforms. I don't know if any got picked up by the train. I'd be curious to see if we made anything. And honestly, I don't remember if I even have the sinks on in the train depot, so some of the stuff may end up getting into some of those train platforms. Now let's jump off here. All right, so if it did... So depending on what station it was, is either the second or third one. Where the hell were y'all running to? There's no way of knowing. So if it went to the silica, since I don't have any limestone, some of these silica ones would have some quartz in them. And they do. So yeah, some of it snuck through. Hey, at least we know it works. So not enough to saturate into any of these. I wonder if it went up a floor. No. Yeah, some of it made it up here. Huh. Quite a bit of it made up here. I must have been pumping stuff in there for a minute. Well, at least I know it works. Well, yeah, look at these are all the way, not all the way full, but huh. So I wonder, I won't see any in here because these are just straight quartz, right? And they're saturated with water, so anything that would have made it through here would have escaped out. So I'm kind of curious. So nothing got put in here. I don't have all these sinks on, so maybe some of the stuff made it into... Let's check some of these train platforms. And while I'm thinking about it, I probably should turn all these on. All these need to be on. So then when we do kick this thing on, everything's going to the sink. I mean, I don't see anything hung up anywhere. Okay, let's look at the platform. So where do I have quartz going? Hold on, let me pull up my spreadsheet. I have quartz going to computer, turbo motors, and control systems. There's computers. Yeah, I don't think I made any quartz. Advanced iron. What did I say? Control systems and turbo motors. Yeah, I think the only containers it filled were the silica ones. So that's good. All right, Orbital. Let's go find your pump. Do you remember where you thought it was? I think we were working on the copper. power. And I want to say we were up at the top when you mentioned it. But I could be completely wrong. Okay, these all have water. The input side is working. So they may have been output side. Power, power, power. Power, power, power. Power, power, power. I don't see any more pumps on this one. Are y'all seeing anything? 1, 2, 3. Should have 3 here for those 3. Should have 3 here for these 3. And then 3 here. So maybe was it on the between the 2 big buffers? Do you remember if it was on the copper tower or was it on the iron tower? I don't see anything on the copper. Let's go over here. Ah, you are 1000% right. Good call, Orbital. I would have never in a million years caught that. There she blows. Awesome. You saw it one step down? How do you mean? When I was up high, you saw it? Got better eyes than I do if you did. But this is what we can do. We can mark this as complete. We found your rogue pump. Actually, we can actually mark some of this other stuff complete. Limestone's done. That's it. Actually, these are done. No, they're not done. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what we've got. We've got the quartz. That's kind of a cool shot. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna do a picture there. That'd be a good thumbnail or something. Why is my time paused? We've got the quartz and we've got limestone. Let's catch a train. We need to run power to all of the limestone miners. Where's my next train? Quartz limestone 1. Quartz limestone 2. This is another thing I'm going to have a problem with. There's a delay with chat. Yeah, especially on YouTube. I originally set these guys up. Oops, these two. Train 1 and train 2 of this. I started the second one when the first one went here, and they've slowly... Let's just go back. They've slowly caught up with each other. And the issue I'm going to have with that is I'll show you when we get over there, but basically there's one green fields, quartz limestone. There's one station. I could set this thing to stay until full, but the last station is, it would take forever to get full because it's only putting a 270 Mark III belt into it. But I do. Well, I guess I can look at it while I'm in this guy, right? How do you edit timetable? Okay, you can load only, unload only, which we probably should set. Freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded. Or wait. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to work that. I'm a little concerned with that because the problem's going to be what? One train. What would be the problem? I mean, if they're back to back. I don't have any containers set up on this side. That's probably a miscalculation. I probably should have put some containers. Because, well, will it matter? Will it matter? Because it's got the pause. It pauses when it starts loading. And how long is that load animation for trains? Like 30 seconds? I'm just thinking of the scenario when I've got one train literally sitting right behind the other train. Um, 624 plus 624, 1248, 4800 divided by 1248. Basically, I have 4 minutes for these things to fill. I mean, I guess we just run 2 trains and just see how it goes, right? Okay, let's run power. how are we going to run power? Setting a delay should be perfect, but then you will have the second train waiting in front of the station. Yeah. Oops. This is what I'm thinking. I mean, at any point when it becomes I've got one train sitting here and another one right behind it, there's no point in having two trains. The round trip for this is 5.5 minutes, or at least it was when I first timed it. It takes 4 minutes to fill these. At the rate that I'm putting them in, then basically it'll just be a full train. Every train will be full. But what I'm trying to avoid is the output side, because the output side is going to go at a higher rate. See, it's going to only take 3 minutes for them to unload. It takes 4 minutes on this side to load, and 3 minutes on that side to unload. That's why I put the two trains in. I think we just need to, we're just going to do it and let it go and call it a day. But we do need to run the power to all of these nodes. And then I don't know, like I said, I don't have much time. I don't know if I want to kick this factory off tonight or this morning, or just get the power ran, and the next stream we go live with those 3 towers. Why are you being difficult? I think I'm perfectly fine with running the power like this for these. Okay, peel that off of those. This is probably a tad bit overkill, but you're gonna hide it, right? Watch out, Bean. Okay. Not too far. This should be as simple as connect up one in over there by the train, and then every single one of these will come on. We may turn this thing on tonight. Slash this morning. Can I make it? Ooh, I can't make it. This way at least we got all the power and all the other stuff that we need. We're almost there. Ooh. Let me stop one right there. Alright, these are the last ones. Okay, that's literally all of them. No, it's not. I lied. I got this side of the tracks. That's that side. Done. I need this side. Okay. Run across here, that'll be fine. Boom, 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 boom. A few more to go. I actually don't need anything up here. These are just pre-runs. Future proofing. Future proofing. Okay, so we need to do over here, these guys. All right, now we're on the home stretch. Okay, now they're all done. So I think what we probably ought to do is run these back to a priority switch. What do we think about that? Where do we want the priority switch? Kind of needs to be somewhere permanent. Because once we turn this on, we don't really want to turn it off, do we? Probably not. This looks like a good spot right up here. Have like a control room type thing up here. Which one's the front? This one? Where do we want this? Where do we want this? Out there? No. Probably should have gone one forward. Actually, let's hide this. Ooh. Way off. Right there. And right there. That's close enough. Where the hell did I put the other one? I just saw the cable. There it is. Okay. You are... What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Green fields miners. All right, and where's the power equipment? Right here. How do we want to get you up there without being obtrusive? Hmm. Guess I could just hide these all. Sure, why not? We're gonna do it. Let's do it right. No. What are you doing? Now I gotta go delete all these. Okay, how do we want to run this other one? Can we sneak it through here? Surely can, because I'm actually gonna clean this up a bit. Okay. Boom. Okay, technically it's all connected up to power now. I'm gonna take me a small break. And I'm gonna decide if I want to kick this on to now or wait till next stream. I don't know, to be honest, what I want to do. So give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. come back. I still haven't decided if I'm going to turn this on or not. Let's go check on our quartz and think about this a minute. I mean, I probably need a good hour or so worth of time to actually get this thing up and running. And I don't have that much time. Yeah, I don't have enough time to do it. Well, let's putz around with a few things while we for the rest of this stream, and then I'll kick this stuff on later, next stream. What else can we work on? What else can we work on? I guess I could fill in these all these signs. It's something I can do. Did I go in the right spot? It did, so I don't have to do any nudging. Just do that number and it should work, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oops. I could run some more train lines. Not a bad idea. Let's do that. Blueprint, auto connect. One, two. Missing concrete. No way. Don't need these anymore. How many did I run? 3? 1, 2, 3. I did 4. Well, we may not be able to run as many of these as I was hoping. Now we're going to have to sit here and wait. I probably should have been grabbing concrete while all this time. We have to do blueprint to blueprint. Oops. Yeah, I wonder which direction we need to... I bet if we come along here, and then what, we curve it out this way? Can maybe get 2 more of these. And then curve it. But I was putting, yeah, I was putting these guys at the curve, so we should probably just curve it now. Can I reach? $1,000,000 question. Will this one reach? I can't remember. It doesn't. Very, very close. We can definitely do this though. No, I don't like that. Maybe we go steeper. I don't feel like that's how I did the other ones. I very well could have. But let's do these and then let me run over to one of those other ones. I mean, I guess they did about the same. I didn't do them as sharp, but... What does this one look like? Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah, I like that trajectory. We can come out here and then kick it back. Good thing we're gonna get the concrete factory going here pretty soon. I think I'm barely gonna miss this thing. I'm gonna take the corner off of it is what it's gonna happen. I probably want to kind of come through here and then swing out through there. Mm-hmm. Here, let's clean up this guy. Wonder how this will look. I'm not disappointed in that. What are we doing? No, you can grab there. Come on. Those don't match up very well, do they? I'm gonna call it good right there. I think I do want to have these clip. I don't mind. I think it's a cleaner look. Yeah, that's a much cleaner look. We need to run up this diagonal here. Why are you being difficult? I've never... Fun. What the hell's going on? That most definitely should. Not ideal, but it works. Can't see it from here. It's sticking out? No. Perfect. Okay, let me get rid of you. Boom, right there. $1,000 question. Do we fill in... Do we fill in this bottom side? I don't think we do. I wonder what it'll look like if I put these up here. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. So do we need to do anything here at all? Maybe. Or just leave it off. Probably just leave it off. Do you still unlock the success when playing with mind? What do you mean by the success? Like the achievements? Let me look at my Steam. I mean, I've got 38 of 44 achievements unlocked. And I've played with mods pretty much exclusively. Like, the only ones I don't have unlocked are complete Phase 5 Space Elevator. Yeah, they definitely work, because I just did Phase 4 a couple of streams ago, and it says I unlocked that one. So they definitely work. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm going to schedule my next stream. Let's go over here while I'm talking this out. I'll schedule my next stream for us turning this on Orbital, so you can at least know when I'm doing it, and anybody else that's watching, I'll put it on Twitch and I'll put it on YouTube. I just need to figure out when I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's going to be an early morning one or a evening one, my time. I haven't really decided yet. It's really going to be dependent on workload and stuff like that as well. So it's definitely not going to, it's Tuesday, it's not going to be tonight. It's not going to, more than likely not be tomorrow night. So if anything, we're looking Thursday morning, Thursday night, possibly. Something like that. If I had to guess right now, but I'll get it posted so that it's visible. Anyway, hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Orbital, enjoy your day off. Sitting around doing nothing, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. See you later.